What's up with y'all good people, man? What's up with it?
And this is year 6 for you, but like you've been through this whole thing with Jaden and Nas. Just like, what has that connection been like to have those guys together, and why do you think the three of you click as well as you do?
Because we all got we all got three different personalities. Jaden is super quiet. Nas is quiet, but he outgoing around the right people. And me, I just don't care who I'm around. I'm gonna be myself no matter what. And I think we all just click, and we got a special bond, man. We've been here together, and we're gonna keep this thing going.
And year 6 now, Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row. You've won a gold medal. What have you learned about what it takes to win on a consistent basis and at a high level that you know now that maybe you didn't know even like 2-3 years ago?
I was just talking to Grady, and I was telling him the most important thing that I've learned, like the teams that go deep in the playoffs, they're together. Like they really care about each other, and like it's easy to say like we brothers and act like it, but like for instance, this year we had camps. I had a camp, Nas had a camp, a couple guys had camps, and nobody knew about the camps. And I told Nas, like, next time you have a camp, let me know. Like, I'm going to come. And that's where it starts. I think it starts in the summertime. And it's just things guys don't know because we're not used to winning. You know what I'm saying? So I think winning starts with being together. And it starts in the summertime, man. We got to be together. We got to be a team. We can't wait till the All-Star break to try to become a team. We got to do it now.
And you're no longer one of, like, the young guys on the team, or youngest
24,
guys.
y'all.
There's younger guys though, and you're going to need need some of them to step up with the Nikhil not being here.
Shout out to my boy Nikhil. I'm gonna miss you.
Who of those young guys are you excited to see in camp, and what do you need from the Robs, the Terrence, the Jalen, and even the new draft pick guys?
Yeah. I'm not gonna put no pressure on y'all and tell y'all what I need from y'all, but I'm excited to see all of them. Rob, he got a chip on his shoulder. He want to show people. He should have played last year. We all know what TJ gonna bring. I think the surprise of everybody is gonna be the two rookies that we just drafted. Those two guys are pretty damn good. And I'm excited to see Bones, get a chance this year for sure.
You talked during last year about in the summer kind of adding stuff, and I think what you said last season was this summer you wanted to work on expanding your game more in the mid-range,
right,
and playing at all three levels. What did that look like for you, and what will it look like during the season?
It was fun. It was a fun process. Every day just going in the gym, knowing what you're going to work on. I think that's the most fun thing about it. And I think C. Hines had a great quote. He said, "Greatness is boring." So it was a lot of boring days in the gym just working on one dribble pull-ups. But I think it benefits me.
And Coach Finn said you have the ability to be an MVP in this league. What do you have to do to get there?
We got to win. Yeah, I think all MVPs win at a high level, average a whole bunch of points. Yeah, I think that's the main recipe: win and average a whole bunch of points.
Anton, you guys won Game 3 against OKC when you took over the game defensively in that first quarter. What is it going to take for you to be that impact guy more often throughout the season so this team can be like one of the best defenses again?
It's going to be tough, Chase, but I'll try. It's going to take me to be in tip-top shape, man. I've been working pretty hard, so it shouldn't be that hard this year.
And over here, along the lines of the mid-range game, I understand you've spent some time studying Michael Jordan and getting some advice from him. What do you learn from that?
Just getting to my spots, pulling up, shooting over the defender. I think the best thing tip that he's gave me is most people lean on people in the post with their ass, and he do it with the top part of his back. So I think I learned that from him.
Did he talk a lot about compete factor and all that stuff?
Nah, we don't really have no relationship how y'all think we got one right now. It'll come in years to come, but right now it's just through somebody. Yeah.
And Chris has talked about how it's easy for you to get up for these big games and going up against players that you've admired over the years and stuff like that. But it's the games kind of maybe in the middle of the season and stuff sometimes. Maybe how do you approach that and kind of try to keep it your mentality of that hunger in those kind of minutia games in the middle of January and stuff like that, as opposed to the playoffs?
Try to get a career high in points. I think that's how I'm gonna try to do it because I usually approach it like I'm gonna let my teammates get that off. Instead, I'm just gonna go for a career high. I think that's how I'm gonna stay engaged.
And you already mentioned missing Nikhil. Oh, sorry, right here. You already mentioned missing Nikhil. Out of your tenure here, what is the player that you've most missed on the court and off the court?
Vanderbilt and Josh Okogie.
Which one's on the court and which one's off?
I miss both of them just as much. Yeah. Well, J.O. didn't really play that much when I was here. So I can't say I missed him on the court, but those are my brothers. So I miss those guys. Yeah, I wish they can come back and play with me.
And you obviously had a busy summer. You dropped the AE2s now. They coming out this Saturday. Just talk about the China experience and then also what was the funnest part of your summer.
The best part of my summer was my China tour, and the experience, man, was like no other. The love is unreal. I advise every athlete to go out there and experience that love. They're real basketball fans, and I received like this helmet or like face mask of my A2s, and the A2s was out for like 7 hours. He had already handmade something, and I'm gonna show my respect to him by wearing it to the first game in Portland. So yeah, that was pretty dope by him. I appreciate him.
And Julius told us a story about early on last season when you all were just getting to know each other, that there was one possession where you guys both like essentially posted up in the same spot and looked at each other like, what are we doing?
Right.
Just how did you get to know and figure out over the course of the season how you two work best together offensively so you can make things easier on each other?
I think C. Hines, man. C. Hines had us watching film together all the time, before practice, after practice, working out together, finding out ways to get DHOs. And I think this summer was like a great summer for me and Julius because we've been here early. We've been here all summer damn near. So I think it was big for us, man, we was playing 5-on-5, 1-on-1 versus each other, just competing, man. I think that's the main important thing. You got to compete.
And how much did you transform your body this summer? Like, are there quantifiable numbers in terms of body fat? Anything that you can share?
Yeah, I'm not really into all that. I still got a little chubbiness on me, but I'll be ready to go if that's what you're worried about.
And what do you think is the biggest benefit of basically having the same team this year than unlike last year we had to incorporate so many guys?
I think we got a cheat code to start off to a early. We should be able to win early before a lot of teams because they made a lot of trades. They trying to use preseason to fit it in, but we've been together since last year. And we've been here early. Everybody has been here early. So big shout out to my teammates, man. It's been dope to see everybody in Minnesota.
And you've had Team USA last couple of summers. You didn't have it this summer. How did you approach the summer? You got to go to China, obviously, but how did you approach your summer, and how do you feel heading into this season? Do you feel different than maybe the last 2 years?
Yeah, I feel like I was able to actually work on my game in 2 years. It's been a long time, so it was actually pretty fun. I miss competing for sure because that's competing at the highest level with the best players to ever play the game. But I definitely miss more being able to work on my game and add another piece to my game. So I think I added another dimension.
And Coach Finch talked about you needing a go-to move in crunch time. What is it?
I can't tell you. You'll see.
When you kind of look back at last year about how you performed in clutch situations, what are you looking to maybe do differently this year, or how do you maybe plan to attack those moments of the game a little differently than last season?
It's going to be hard to gauge it because we haven't played no games this year, so I got to see how teams going. Most teams double team me in the clutch anyway, so I got to get off the ball. But I think playing closer to the rim would be the answer. Yeah.
I actually have one more. So obviously you talked about the training, the shape you're in, but like what's different? Because every year you worked harder and harder. So like what took you to this next level? What did you need to develop that you didn't think you had? And like was there a certain trainer or anyone that's helped you?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My boy D. Hines, my physical therapist D. Hines, he's the best in the world, by the way. He gave me these gloves, ball handling gloves. And I was always the person who never wanted to work on ball handling because I got a bad low back, so like it used to bother me all the time working on ball handling, and I think that was the best idea he's ever had. And me and C. Hines been working on ball handling all summer, And I've never been able to handle the ball this good in my life.
And what do you think you need to do as a team to take the next step to close the gap against the Thunder?
Against the Thunder, I don't know. We just got to be ready to compete. I don't think it's just the Thunder. I think it's a whole bunch of teams that got better this summer. I think the Nuggets are going to be really damn good. You give Jokic a couple shooters, man, it's going to be hard to beat them. So I think we got to focus on more than just the Thunder. Yep. All right, y'all.